Okay, guys, this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. Never did talk about this because I never had to talk about it. Now, this is something that happened a few years ago, and it involved Katy Perry. So this is what I'm going to tell you. Every single person that does music, from Johnny Cash to Lady Gaga to Madonna, every single singer you can think of has been on Sesame Street. Okay, every single celebrity you can think of has been on Sesame Street with no problems. Who's that girl that does that with cream crap? That bikini kind of crap? I don't know who that is. Who does that bikini song? She was even on Sesame Street, no problems. Katy Perry is the only person ever for the past 50 years on Sesame Street to be banned. The only person in 50 years to be banned for one particular reason. Her clothes were not right for the show. Every single celebrity you can think of. Madonna, Lady Gaga, Johnny Cash, every single celebrity you can think of has been on Sesame Street at least once with no problems. Even Madonna was on Sesame Street, and we know how Madonna acts. We also know how Lady Gaga and Madonna both act. They act real extreme, but for Sesame Street, they acted proper. Okay, I actually watched the videos a while back. I actually never seen the videos, but people say Katy Perry was banned due to the way she dressed. In the past 52 years of Sesame Street, this is the first time it's ever been happened. I mean, Katy Perry is the only person ever to be banned on Sesame Street. Every single celebrity you can think of, every single rap, even Eminem's been. I think even Eminem's been on Sesame Street one time. I'm not really sure if he has been, but get here. Every single celebrity you can think of who does rap to doing everything from A to Z on music was on Sesame Street at least once before even celebrities that went downhill on their even people went downhill on their even when their credibility went down to the hill, they're still on Sesame Street. They were still running Sesame Street at least once in their life. One person who's never been on Sesame Street, again, is Katy Perry. Hers would never aired. Well, technically, by surprise, she actually put the episode that she got banned on, online. And that episode was horrible because it just had her not dressed properly. Okay, it's actually the U.S. censor actually told me not to put the episode on, or at least with their funding, which Sesame Street gets all their money from funding.
I would just see.
So it makes sense why she got banned, but you gotta think, Molly and Denali, who the heck is that? Now, back in my day, until, I don't know, I remember the 35th anniversary of Sesame Street, they had on for an hour. Let's see here. Wild Kratts, I don't know what that is. Curious George, 13 years now. Curious George, 13 years. Now, Sesame Street's now only half an hour now. Oh, they changed the time to 10 o'clock. Episode 52. And it first airs today. And a while back, guys, they had an episode, a while back on Sesame Street, they had a kid with autism in it. A while ago, I watched Sesame Street a while back, guys, they had a character with autism on it. I watched it, and guess what? They did pretty good. So at 2 o'clock, they started doing kids shows at 2 o'clock now. And then they stop at 2 o'clock. That's surprising, because back in my day, they just stopped at around 4 or 5 o'clock at night. Really? 4 o'clock, actually. They didn't stop till like 4. Actually, they stopped at 5 o'clock, actually. I know they did. They stopped around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, actually. I mean, back in my day, okay, you had Sour Chase at 3:30 or 4:30. You had Reading Rainbow at... Actually, yeah, they stopped at 5, usually. Because I remember back in the old days when I used to watch TV, when I used to watch the shows, guys, back in my day, they used to stop the show around 4:30. And back in the old days, guys, they stopped the show at a certain time. They changed it. Because back in the old days, they changed it to a different time. I mean, I do remember back in the old days, they changed it to... I do remember that they stopped around 2, 3 o'clock, they usually stopped. They used to stop around 4 or 5 o'clock, they usually stopped to the shows. What do you mean, Tyler? Well, back in 2000, back in the day, back in the late 90s or 2000s, it was Sour Chase, Reading Rainbow, and that was it. That was all it was on. Actually, Reading Rainbow came on twice, actually. Once with kids, and another time with a bar. The Bar, I mean, Green Rainbow came on around noon, I think, on PBS. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's been years ago. Actually, it used to be like this. It used to be this. It used to be Cyber Chase, Zoom, Rain Rainbow. First thing in the morning, around 6 a.m., it was Between the Lions. Around 7:30, I mean, then there's another shows I used to watch. Then around 7:30 was Clifford. Around 7:30 in the morning, Clifford came on. I mean, yeah, if you look at PBS website now, you won't find, there's 2 episodes, I mean, I don't necessarily on PBS, look up for the website, they're not on the PBS. There's a few shows you will not find on PBS anymore. You won't find Rain Rainbow, you won't find Between the Lines, you won't find Zoom, you won't find Dragon Tales, you can't find those anymore. Dragon Tales, Between the Lines, those are good shows. I mean, it's surprising though, but yeah. It's surprising. But over the years, I miss shows like that, but yeah. I mean, Sesame Street did a character they actually did a character with autism around the 50, okay, I think around season 50 or season 49. I mean, recently, a couple years ago, I was on watching TV. They're saying in their news, a new character on Sesame Street would call they said a while back they were going to do a new person they had a new puppet with autism on Sesame Street. I didn't watch the whole show. I watched part of the show. You see Thomas, what are you watching? I want to watch this real quick. She didn't want to know what I was watching. Told her, oh, I had to watch this because it's important for me. She said, okay. We watched half of it. I said, okay, that's enough for me to watch it. I'll watch like 5 minutes of it and then I stopped watching it. So what was it for? Oh, this character right here is supposed to have autism. And Mom was surprised that I wanted to watch that. Come on, someone that's my age watching Sesame Street still? Back in my day, you didn't have cable. You had to watch, you had PBS and that was it. When I moved and finally got cable, then I finally watched something else. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I used to have back then. So yeah. So it's surprising though. I mean, Sesame Street's been for 52 seasons now, and everything's going good. So yeah. Let's see here. Sesame Street, YouTube, Season 1. Now, don't worry about it, guys. We're not going to do the whole entire series. YouTube. Let's see if I can find that video I look for. Wait, I wonder if someone actually made a video called that. And Sesame Street is the only video that PBS actually had was in color. That and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It was the only 2 episodes they actually did in color. So let me look up here. Sesame Street Celebrities, YouTube. Now you guys actually have the camera in my face, that's why I have to do this to see what I'm looking at. But now, every single celebrity you can think of has been on Sesame Street at least once. You can look at the 23 seasons. So let's see what celebrities have been on Sesame Street, shall we? I don't know who this guy is.
When you wanna do something that's new,
I don't know who this guy is.
really hard to do. You feel like quit.
I don't know who you are, so I'm gonna skip you.
Oh yes, this I swear, don't give up.
I mean, come on, there's like thousands of celebrities that have been on Sesame Street over the years. I mean, a couple of them I don't recognize, but yeah. I mean, Sesame Street's been on for 50 years. I mean, I know Johnny Cash has been on it. I mean, there's been a lot of celebrities you think over the years have been on it. Johnny Cash, I can't think of who's been on it, but I mean, there's been thousands of celebrities on it for years, guys. But yeah, Katy Perry was the only person that got removed.